So I'm gonna do a scenario for you. If you have a, let's just say a 02 to 07 WRX, it's 200,000 miles on it. You know, you got the roof scoop. You have your vape holder in the car. You just do.
Bro, I got an exhaust leak. Import image, what should I get?
You should buy an Overtake gasket, bro. Why? To fix your car the right way. And that's the right way to do it, by you using Overtake products. Buy Overtake. Isn't that right, Dylan? Yeah. I freaking thought so. You better be shipping boxes than ship all the Overtake stuff, Dylan. Hey guys, Dane with Import Image here. And I'm going to talk to you about this new brand called Overtake. Overtake was started by a stud muffin named Justin Grimm. He also has a few other dudes that are really good looking that works under him too. A guy named Art, is really good looking. And then a guy named Owen. There may be more, but I've only seen those three guys on the, what's it called? On the Google Meet thing. I haven't met them in person, so they could be fake. I don't think they are though, because these products are real and they're excellent. So why would someone want to buy Overtake products? That's a great question. So a lot of the innovation that you have seen in the Subaru markets from over the years has come from a company called Grimmspeed. So that actually used to be Justin's old company. Obviously, it's no longer a thing with him, and he started Overtake. So with that, you can always count on quality and support. So one thing with Overtake that really sets them apart from a lot of the other manufacturers is their hands-on support with their customers. And not only that, but their dealer network, which we are very proud to be part of. Overtake has a lot of really great products that won't break the bank. So a lot of these products are sub $100, which is excellent in today's economy. And that's also nice because these are really high quality, very well made, and their warranty is excellent. That being said, these are just a few of the offerings Overtake has currently. We are going to be stocking everything that they make. This is just a very small portion of what's to come. They are about to release a bunch of awesome new parts that are in development that's going to be coming out for Subaru specifically. And all it's going to do is just make everything better. Make your car look cooler, run better, perform better, not have any exhaust leaks, fix old crusty couplers. I mean, it's just a little bit of everything. It's kind of like a jack of all trades brand. So just going over what we have here on the table, this is your top mount intercooler silicone kit. That is made of a multi-ply silicone coupler, comes with clamps, direct replacement to your factory setup on your 04 to 21 STI, 02 to 07 WRX. Another cool thing that they're offering, they offer paint matched spray paints for all the Subaru OEM colors. So if you have a project that you are going to be doing anything like sanding, painting, that stuff that's really not fun. I'm not a fan of it, but some of you are. This is an excellent cost-effective way instead of having to respray through a paint shop, right? So they have World Rally Blue, all the other great colors out there. Another great part that's very important to have whenever you're modifying your car is a 3-port boost control solenoid. These are plug and play. There's going to be specific models for specific platforms, so you'll definitely have to make sure when you are selecting this for your car, you get the one that's specific, because one for a 15 to 21 WRX won't work on a GD WRX. I'll skip these because these kind of tie in with this. Here we have radiator hoses. A lot of these cars have been on the road for a long time, so this is something that's a cost-effective, easy upgrade to do if you have to replace a radiator. It's kind of one of those things to go ahead and do it while you're there. These are made of a 4-ply, let's see, 1, 2, 3, yep, 4-ply silicone. They come with the clamps. They come with everything you need for install, which is great. Like Overtake, they're great. Like you, because you're watching this video. One thing that I think is pretty cool that a bunch of other brands don't have is a replacement cabin air filter. Ever since I've been selling Subaru parts, the only option for a replacement cabin air filter is the OEM cabin air filter. So this one, microcarbon cabin filter, get you better smelling air in your cabin. That's often very overlooked, so don't overlook it. So here we are to factory downpipe to a catback adapter. This is a very important part that I preach for a lot of brands, just because, do you always have to have this? No. But will it make your life easier? It certainly will. Reason being, most aftermarket catback systems are a 3-inch inner diameter tube, whereas your factory downpipe is a 2.5 inch. So a lot of the times, can you split the difference and just put a couple gaskets on so you don't have to worry about an adapter? Sure, but this kind of makes it a bridge. So this steps down from the 3-inch to a 2.5 factory donut style gasket, and it just makes for no leaks. So leaky exhausts aren't fun, it stinks, it sounds weird, and your car won't run as good. And we're talking about Subaru, so we need to get as much performance out of these things as we can. So that being said, get the right stuff to fix your car. It's that easy. Coming over here, we have a bunch of replacement gaskets. So this is something that I like to harp on just because it kind of goes under the mantra, buy once, cry once. The MLS multi-layer steel gaskets are the best sealing gasket that you can get. The tricky thing is that if you are buying a catback for your car, a lot of the times you'll get a gasket like this. This looks very different from this in the construction because this is a composite style gasket. This is a multi-layer steel gasket. So once this is crushed, it's done. So basically this is very easy to blow out and it's just not that high quality. So you spend $1,000 on a catback and you get these cheap $2 gaskets, they're going to eventually blow out. So one thing you could always do is upgrade to the MLS style gasket. These are tried and true. They've been around for forever and they just simply work. It's that easy. They have an onslaught of different fitments. So just going down what we have here, these two are the universal ones. These are just a standard 3-inch, 2.5 inch, 2-bolt style exhaust gasket. Then you have for the EJs, turbo to downpipe gasket, the 22 plus WRX turbo to downpipe, turbo to downpipe gasket. Then the 15 to 21 WRX, 14 to 18 Forester XT turbo to downpipe gasket. They also offer gasket kits. So this one in particular is for the 22 plus WRX. So this will come with the head to header gaskets. This will come with the turbo to J-pipe gasket, the manifold to turbo gasket, and yeah, much more better. I guess now we can get into seeing why this composite gasket sucks and why this one doesn't. So if you're looking at these two gaskets here, you can see that just visually, this one already looks higher quality simply because it's heavier, it's thicker, and it's not as flimsy as something like this is. Now, don't get me wrong, this gasket does serve its purpose. If you are trying to get your car back on the road as cheaply as possible, if you have a few exhaust leaks, this is like $6. Cool, do it. But if you're looking for something that will maximize your performance, that'll last the longest, this is around 22 bucks or so for one of these, but it's a 5-layer steel gasket that won't break. I mean, it straight up won't. It is steel. You are not going to break this. If you do, you deserve a medal, but you won't get a medal because it won't break. For funsies, I have our friend Mr. Torch over here, and we are just going to see how long it's going to take to burn this. It might take a while. Oh, it's already starting to change colors. Oh, and look at that, it is on fire. You know, it gets really hot, your exhaust. Would you rather have a gasket that burns and it gets chunky? So that's the problem with these. So when they burn, they start to flake off and just disintegrate basically. You won't get that with the MLS gasket. So you'll see in a minute when I'm putting this torch to the MLS gasket that nothing's happening. It's changing color, that's just the inherent nature of heating up a metal, but it's not going to be smoking like this is. And it's not going to be cracking and falling apart like this is. You don't want that. I don't want that. Your dog doesn't want that. Do it for your dog. Do it for your dog. This smells really bad, so I'm going to go ahead and stop this experiment, but I think you can kind of see what we're talking about. So you can see that this is already distorted, and it's just not a good time. So what are we going to do with this? Throw it in the trash. We're just going to do this, right, y'all? We're going to put the torch right on the metal so you can see exactly what's happening. Look at that. It's not crumbling, it's not falling apart. It's still sealing your exhaust, which is what you need, friends. It truly is. Friends don't let friends buy crummy gaskets. And I'm your friend, so I'm not gonna let you buy crummy gaskets. Bada boom, bada bing, friends. So another great thing about the folks at Overtake is that they do offer a hero discount. What that comes down to is if you are military, firefighter, EMS, nurse, teacher, and there's a couple others that they offer a 10% discount on with verifications. So if you are already in our military discount program, you're good. But if you would like to become part of that program, let us know. We do have a link on the bottom of the website under military discount. Fill out that form, we'll get you set up on the website. And then also another cool thing that Overtake is doing, they are basically giving you money for leaving reviews. So every review that you leave on our website, on their website, they will reach out to you and give you a $5 credit for each review that you do. So that's just another way for them to give back. We are really trying to help spread the word of this brand just because Justin makes some awesome parts and they have some really good people working with them to help support the community. So anything you guys need, let us know. We carry all of Overtake's offerings, each and every single new product that they're going to be releasing, we will have here in-house. So if you need any parts, holler at your favorite Florida man. Until the next time. In the time that it takes for me to set this on fire, I'm going to convince you, the person watching this, to buy Overtake products. Ready? So, you should buy Overtake products. See, it's on fire. Haha. But you should really buy Overtake products because you're supporting an American business. You are supporting real people that have real customer support. You're also going to be supporting Import Image, and we really appreciate that a lot. We're a bigger shop, but we are still a mom and pop shop when it comes down to it. We're not corporately owned. We also have a team of real people that are here to help you. It's going to take a long time for this to burn. It just goes to show, even the material that these people's gaskets come in is robust. Literally. This is a torch that has been setting this on fire for the past couple minutes, and it's not burnt to the ground yet. That should tell you something.